Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message for love and soul connections for the sign of Cancer for February 2021. So my friends, take what you feel resonates from this message, disregard the rest, go about your day, and know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you and your active free will in the choices you make, the steps you take in your world, and how you get your fulfillment. And to me, that's personal freedom, personal power, because it puts this in the palm of our hands. So, for all my subscribers, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys for being here from the bottom of my heart, like I said. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you feel like this resonates and you'd like to see more of it, please give it a thumbs up. This is kind of new to my channel, so if you do like it, let me know. And if you'd like to see more of my kind of readings, please subscribe, join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. It'd be wonderful to have you along. So before I get started today, I'm going to ask my team of light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for our highest good to join us. I'm going to ask them to guide, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it as well, to use me as the clearest channel possible for the most far-reaching of messages, but again, only for the highest good. So top-notch messages here, nothing second-rate, my friends. Again, if it's not for you, it's not for you. So you may also want to check out your moon or rising sign as well if your sun sign doesn't actually feel like it's for you. So what I want you guys to do, if you'd like to take part in this part, is just take a few minutes and take a few deep breaths in and out. Focus on either the person in question or having a question. This could even just be asking Spirit, what do I need to know? And hopefully your spirit guides and this come through today. So let's get a message first here. What I'm going to do is pull 3 piles. And I will have to read out of the book a little bit from this because it's been a while since I used this deck. But I'm going to pull a card for you guys, Cancer, so where you're sitting, how you're feeling, also about your soul connection or your love interest on the other side. And then we're going to also pull cards for the space in between or the shared energy of this connection, okay? So Spirit, can you tell me how Cancer is currently feeling or what Cancer needs to know? What Cancer needs to know about this connection, please, Spirit? Thank you. So you actually have 2. The first one is Towering Magnificence. And the second one is the Void. I'm already hearing there's another card in here that says within nothing there is everything, and with everything there is nothing. I also feel like there's a lot to be learned from our inner darkness. There's a lot to be learned for the void that we feel at times, because sometimes I feel like, especially if we're on a spiritual journey, sometimes this is really lonely because we feel like a lot of people don't get us. They don't understand what we're going through. And for our, I'll use the word muggle friends or our non-spiritual friends, when we talk about our awakening, when we talk about what's been going on with us, a lot of times they just don't know how to comprehend or how to come at us with it because it's so far beyond their belief system, and it's a stretch to what they actually believe. So I feel like some of you may have been kind of feeling like you've been swimming in this void, but I feel like as well right now is reminding you that there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and that within your darkness there is light. You would not be able to know how wonderful the light is unless we've experienced this darkness. If we go around knowing what what light is, and we're living embodiments of light and we never know darkness, it's going to be really hard as well to emphasize or empathize with the people around us. So I will bring a little bit more clarification here, but I think Spirit wants you really to know that you are absolutely beautiful, you are absolutely magnificent. Okay, and on a spirit level, you guys are connected to the heavens and the spiritual realm, and that this may also be this void. I heard some of you may be astral traveling or astral projecting, and there is a lot of information to be found in this so-called void. Let's find out a little bit about your person, please. 2 cards came out. We have the Angel of Jupiter Awakens. I feel like they are also on a spiritual awakening, waking up to their divine mission and their magnificence as well. But I feel like as well there's a lot of heart chakra stuff in here. We also have the reflection of the sun going down in here, which is much like this void, having to dive deep into ourself and into our soul. This is also looking at the reflections, but also resting in here, waking up to who we truly are and what our heart wants us to know. And you have man of the earth, woman of the sky. This is pretty cool energy, because this is kind of like in this space. I heard duality, but this is in the space of balance. Knowing that there is I heard they're honoring the masculine feminine polarities. So this is also where I heard duality. This is that masculine feminine polarity. But this is also being connected to the earth. Understanding that we are fleshy people, that we need this earth body. There's a reason why we're here and incarnated on this earth this time. I feel like your partner or your love interest, your soul connection that could be coming in, they're starting to realize how important this sacred connection is, to be grounded and rooted, and why they're here. Because they're here because they can also connect to the sky. So man of the earth, woman of the sky, using our teleport abilities. Wouldn't it be nice if we could teleport? I would go so many places for the weekend, mostly just to have something yummy for dinner that I can't have here. But like, this is very, very beautiful energy. But like, so I'm going to get a little bit of the book for that as well. Let's get the center energy, please. The shared energy of the space in between this. So you get the woman of light. Whole bunch fell out, not in the upright, so upside down. I didn't see them, so I'm going to put them back. But this one talks about you both could have a woman in your life who is a very strong spiritual teacher who's helping you guys bring the light out in yourself, in each other, as well as teaching you to see things a little bit more differently. This also, I'm heard pillar of light. Some of you may be experimenting or experiencing light codes and light activations. You could also be calling in spirit to cleanse you. And I think that if you're not, the advice for both of you would be that would be really beneficial, to focus on the light. And this is where on your side, Cancer, you do have the void, because you've been swimming in darkness. It's finally our time to shine. I got Cancer in my chart. I'm in the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. So just a little transparency there, but it is our time to shine. It is our time to take everything that we have learned from our experiences and allow them to build us into our greatness and to become who we truly are. Just share that with the world and to shed some light into the world too. So I think too, this is not just maybe you guys having a spiritual teacher or spiritual advisor, but also being that to other people through your awakenings, through your own balance, through what you're learning on your spiritual path. You guys are very, very enlightening, and the two of you may be really inspiring a lot of people, even if you don't know that. So reach out to the spiritual community, reach out to like-minded people. I'm wanting to say as well, on Facebook, there's a lot of like spiritual groups, even if you're not really able to connect with a lot of people, that you may be able to talk about this with, you know. So just bear that in mind. You know, it may be time really to look for a circle of friends who shares similar belief systems with you. And I also heard who shares that light with you, your soul family. One more card, please. He gave me two. The first one I saw was She Loves. And this one talks about it's time to forgive ourselves. Time to forgive ourselves from anything we've shamed ourselves, any guilt that we have, as well as forgiving others. And also that Spirit's saying you are forgiven. Let the stuff go that's holding you back from loving yourself, because you are truly divine and you are truly beautiful. And everything that's happened in your life, those are stepping stones to your mission, something that you were to learn from, something that you were to experience, so that when you encounter this energy with another person, you can again empathize and say, you know what, I've been there, I understand your plight, and help them walk them through it. And you get acceptance. And this is beautiful energy too, because I feel like both of you are in this place of acceptance. First, accepting, I heard, of this spiritual connection, realizing the connection that you both have to the light, realizing how important it is that you're here at this earth, in this earth at this time, as well as accepting radically our past and realizing that we can't change anything that's happened, so we need to forgive it. If there's a little exercise I like to do as well, if we're having trouble forgiving ourselves for past situation, or I heard even sometimes allowing other people to treat us bad ways, or whatever things that we need to forgive ourselves is. Our actions. One of the best ways to do this is, again, radically accepting that we can't change things. And if you need to bring forgiveness, imagine in a meditative space, or even just close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths in and out, and imagine a situation that you're having trouble forgiving, and take it back in your mind's eye, see this situation unfolding and happening, and stop yourself. Give yourself a great big hug and say, listen, honey, this is going to lead to ruin. This is not your path. And this is what we've learned going forward. And give yourself another great big hug and allow yourself to release that burden. I know for myself that really helps. So I'm sharing a little bit of my light today, my experience, that I hope that this works for you too if you are experiencing any blocks to forgiveness. I think this also may have to do with experiencing and forgiving each other. And you have at the bottom the devotion to the small. And I think that's really important too, because one thing I heard is your posse, I guess, your spiritual posse. It's not always going to start out with huge amounts of people. It's something that's going to be small. And what are we devoting ourselves to? This could be your garden. This could be your children. This could be like a little pet project or a business venture that you want to do. But knowing that when we take care of the small, when we take care of the weak, when we take care of others, when we take care of gardens or something, or animals that can't take care of themselves or need a little extra help, this is really important. So some of you may want to tend a garden. You may want to even, I heard, like, foster animals. Some of you may want to, I keep hearing work in a homeless shelter, okay, but that's not about being small. That's about knowing that we need to stay humble and help people that are less fortunate to us. But I think that this is also that's part of our light, that's part of our mission, that both of you, okay, I'm hearing it's important for you guys to spend time with those that are downtrodden is the word I heard, to show them as well, and to help yourself see this, that wealth and beauty, because beauty's at the bottom, they're showing me, they're a state of mind. Gratitude, we can feel wealthy and have nothing but the shirts on our back as long as we know that we have love in our life. And I think this is really important for radically accepting who we are, the light we have to share, and staying devoted to what we know to be true. So they're asking me, before I read the individual cards, they're asking me actually to read this devotion to the small, and it is the number 5, and I think that that's where the most change comes from. And true acceptance is the number 55. Interesting. So number 32. Let's see what they have to say. She bows. She honors growth. She sees that within the smallest flower there is the teaching of the earth, the gospel of Gaia, the mystery of life demonstrated. She recognizes that she too is of nature, subject to the mysteries of growth and life, that is honoring nature and taking pleasure in life. She opens her heart to allow great creation to happen through her. This is the feminine wisdom alive in men and women with open hearts. There is an innate wisdom within you that understands the devotion to the Earth Mother as an important step in fulfilling your spiritual destiny on this planet. She's speaking to you now, letting you know that there is a small change happening, something that is growing within you, that you may not recognize but not think is so important, yet she tells you now that it is very significant. Soon you will see that what you thought was a seed to yield a single flower is actually blossoming into a lush garden of manifestation. Gratitude and love for small changes happening are leading you into fullness that you can only dream of and joy. So it also says, your blossoming is occurring now, and the Earth Mother has gratitude for your presence within her being, for the work you are doing to help other human beings. She asks you to surrender any concerns you have to her and let creative power continue to gently guide you into the rightful place and to shine the way you are meant to be. And I think this is really, really important, because the more you can shine, the more you glow. That's infectious. That stuff goes out to other people. Our aura can be contagious, right? If you've ever walked into a room where you know someone's been fighting, or you know someone's angry, and you step into that, especially if you're empathic, you're going to feel that, right? You're going to know, oh, you might be able to cut the tension with the knife, and you may need to cleanse yourself after because you walked through someone's black cloud. Well, when we shine our brightest and our fullest, when we are this wonderful being of light, we too spread that. So we get to choose. What do we want to spread? Darkness or light? And I think this is really important, because Spirit is definitely reiterating, you guys have some crazy service to humanity that is meant to be your path in this world, and honor that, accept it. And if you had a feeling that you were on this earth to do something absolutely divine and great, be this your confirmation. You absolutely are. So they want me to read you a little bit of number 40 for the void. At the ending of every cycle and at the beginning of every cycle, there is a moment of transition. It may last for any amount of time, a moment of feeling or many years of deep inner work whilst feeling displaced. The transition may require patience to endure the absence of knowing, the lack of certainty about who you are and why you are here on this planet. A void may open up between one moment of meeting with your lover and the seemingly endless stretch of time, even if it is only days that seem as though they are eternal in duration as you wait to reconnect again. Yet, if you can accept the entry into that cosmic void as preparation for your next cycle of manifestation, if you can accept that darkness is holding you with love, not with unfeelingness, then you can relax and let the preparation be what it must be. It says you are definitely equipped for the next stages. So, towering magnificence. You are entering the presence of a truly great and sublime divinity. It is without form yet exists within all forms. It is humbling and yet asks for nothing of you. It is just is, and when we encounter it, we are moved beyond words, beyond mind, and into realms of the heart that we may never have experienced before. It takes a brave soul to meet the towering majesty of divine presence. It can be terrifying as limitations, preconceived notions, and identity crumbles in the wake of light. So it says you are being brought here, though, because it is time for you to learn love. To love yourself, to love others, and to love the spiritual realm. Spirit is definitely present here, and I feel like you definitely are in this transition period, and Spirit's saying embrace it. You know, it might be a little afraidy. You might feel a little afraid at first. That's okay. Sink into it. What are the belief systems that have you feeling like it needs to be fearful? And how can you move past this? Gain some way, I heard, confidence in yourself, in your abilities. Some of you may be new to the spiritual path. And just remember, every new beginning leads from some other beginning's end. If any of you guys grew up in the 90s like I did, that is Closing Time by Semisonic. And it totally rings true to me that fear not the changes that are happening in our world, because they will lead you into greatness. Just accept them with love. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others throughout this. So, the angel of Jupiter says, Beloved, within you there is a magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now. Feel spirit, feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done today to live bigger? A smile? A yes to that offer of adventure? Sharing vulnerability without fear? Taking a step forward into the unknown? Whatever it is, I feel like this, and again, this may resonate vice versa, but your person or your soul connection is really learning to take leaps of faith, to love without abandonment or abandon, this could also have to do with releasing abandonment issues, right? What is it that was making us small? How do I release that and give into the experiences that life has for me? This is really, really important as well. Opening ourselves up for expansion. And this is where I feel like this comes into number 48. And this is the last one I'm going to read to you guys. I think it's important. I see myself in you, and you in me. We may seem to be so different, and sometimes yet so similar. Even beyond this, I know deep within that we are one. I can lose myself in your light and receive your light with my body. I can witness the darkness of your shadow and enter into it with my compassion. I can find the divine in our connection, letting go of what I thought I was. I can be broken apart to become as one with you, even if only for a second, and know the divine more intimately than ever before. Our passion leads us to each other, and in each other we find our true selves. So this oracle brings a message of sacred relationship that leads to divine understanding and experience. I think definitely your person knows that this is a divine experience and knows that your relationship is of divinity. These are definitely counterparts to me, counterpart situations. And I definitely feel as well that both of you, I heard like both of you may have struggled in the past to find purpose, but through this connection, you're definitely learning a lot about yourself, and spirit's opening your minds wide open. And I feel like what's important here as well is to really let go of the fear of what you thought life was supposed to be, because this light is coming to you now because it's your time, right? It's time. It's like Spirit knew that there would be a time where I feel like they knew you would meet this person, and that it's going to be a major catalyst for change and growth within your life. So I'm going to get a message now from the Romance Angels, please, Spirit, for the Cancer side. What messages do you have? So you have chemistry on this side. There is a strong magnetic connection here. And absolutely feel like you know that. There may be times where within this void, if you feel like you're swimming within the void, you may even be trying to outrun this connection. There may have been times where this darkness, like I heard that without this connection, sometimes you maybe feel a void too, or when you aren't communicating with this person, you may feel that there's a void there. This chemistry, though, I felt like it can move mountains. It can make earth shake. It can be felt on the Richter scale, okay? That people around you, if when you're together, they know there's chemistry, that this chemistry is undeniable. And you also have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in the relationship. What I heard as well is that you may be trying to move on and live your own life, live your best life, and somehow you keep getting pulled back into the situation. There may be, it could be on your part, could be on the other part, just depending on how you feel this resonates, where either someone has denied this, or you may be denying this to yourself, okay? Let's get one more card to tell me about deception, please. What's this false mask? Thank you. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This may be where forgiveness had to come in, as she loves. I definitely feel like there may have been things maybe when you first met that the other person may have lied to you. I heard it may not have been all out of ill will. They may have been trying to either, I heard, protect you, or that's the word I'm thinking of, impress you. But either way, there may be a lot of chemistry between you, physically and spiritually, but if in this 3D world they're not telling you the truth, how are you really getting to know them? And I feel like this may also bring up some trust issues, because if someone can lie to us once, how do we know they're telling the truth? You also, I feel like, if you're empathic at all, you're going to know, right? Just on an inner knowing. And I think that this chemistry between you as well, that magnetic force, you're going to feel a disturbance within the force when this happens. So what I'm feeling with chemistry is when you're talking to this individual, or when you're in their presence, really pay attention to your chakra system, your energy systems. If they're saying things, how does it make you feel, right? So if they say something, how does your heart feel? If you feel like they're lying, what does your stomach feel? Like, what does your belly button feel? Does it feel clenched up? Are you angry? Do you know they're lying? I feel like what I heard is call them out. What this devotion could be is, to the small, the truth. Let's find out. The soul connection side, please, Spirit. What messages do you have? Okay, so you have one here is let your friends help. Ask for and accept support for others. We have new love. That a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This could be a new person, could be you if you guys are just kind of meeting or you haven't actually met yet. I feel like this could also be, we'll get a bit more on that. We have heart-to-heart conversations here. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And if there's been deception here, this person, depending on whose side it is, okay, if you resonate more where you've kept something from them or you've worn a bit of a false mask, they may be having talks with their friends saying, yo, I really like this person, I really want to be with them, or I feel like they've really stirred romantic feelings, I want to talk to them, but I don't necessarily feel like they're telling me the truth. Or we also have these two, wedding and love yourself first. This situation involves marriage, and your self-respect makes you more attractive. If you know there's been deception on your side, they feel like they have to come clean. I also feel like they're working on loving themselves, and this marriage card as well, I definitely feel like they care a lot about you. But I think whatever this deception is, it's got me feeling wrong. Okay, it's got me feeling like a whole bunch of something. So I'm going to pull some tarot on that. But on this side, your soul connection or your partner, your love interest, they may be really going through a hard time. And the angel of Jupiter awakening also says take those opportunities. Well, they may be spending more time and just being jovial, hanging out with their friends, doing things that they love, and talking to people that they feel they can be truly honest with. I think it's important, though, if you guys are within a relationship, to really honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Tell me about the space in between, Spirit, please. You have honeymoon and past life. Definitely, guys, soul connection, soul family. I think you both know it, right? And both of you would like to get out together and do something. I heard over here, Cancer, you guys might be in a relationship already. That could be the deception as you're getting to know each other, that you may have presented yourself as available, but yet you're not. So that's one thing that there may be, or that there's something about the getting to know each other. Something's been hidden. Okay, the false mask as well. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and you have known each other before. This energy is, I think you guys have worked lifetimes together creating change, and spending some time together may actually really help this relationship and strengthen the bond. So I'm going to bring some tarot in, and I want to know, please, Spirit, can you tell me about deception on the Cancer side, please? What is this deception? So the first card that came out, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse, the King of Cups, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Wands. So I see a few things here with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. We have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you guys. Ten of Swords could be air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we could have a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius as well involved. It's definitely picking up on two people. This could be man of two minds or woman of two minds. However, I feel like one of the things it is that we may feel a lot of chemistry towards this person, but we can't offer love yet. Why? Because we're not done something. we're not able to offer commitment to somebody because we're still swimming through the void of another relationship, a breakdown of relationship, a breakup, or we're not just quite sure what we want. This could also be within blocks to ourselves and blocks of love. I heard like self-love. We could need to start loving ourselves just a little bit more, even though this is on the love interest side. I feel like in a lot of ways there's a lot of mirroring here as well. I just did the Virgo sign, and that one, there was definite mirroring happening. And I find like the cards, whatever signs I choose to do in that day, sometimes they do have intermingling her thoughts and emotions, but it's intermingling themes. So I think that on your side, you definitely need to make a choice. I'm going to run out of time, guys, and I apologize, but one last card here, please. I heard make up your mind. 7 of Wands. Get over whatever hurdles it is and feel it out, what feels right for you, and move towards whatever you're truly passionate about. That's what I have. I hope it resonated. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.